Yeah. Yeah. Or if it was like band flexible, I feel like that's pretty good.
Okay, it looks like Sheree has taken a mulligan. I've already screwed up on the technical side a few times on today's stream, so we'll keep an eye on all of that. Do I have the names right? Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you have any of your own?
No, I just pretty much just play Vintage Cube.
That's awesome. Love it.
Okay, one card has been placed on the bottom. Looks like we're ready to go. Sheree has taken a mulligan to 6. Shane kept 7. Flooded Strand getting cracked to start us off. And Dragon's Ray's Channeler.
Well, you can go ahead. Thanks.
Just heads up on this, if you tap this, it'll just give you a bunch of counters.
I feel like I've done that.
Just top and bottom.
Perfect.
All right, Shane explaining how it all works. Now we're passing to Shane. Dragon's Ray's Channeler on the board. Kind of classic legacy matchup, I would say. Lands versus Grixis Delver. All right, cracking Windswept Heath. If you spend too much time on Twitter or Reddit, you might see people posting about how Legacy has become unrecognizable from Modern Horizons and Universes Beyond or whatever. We're doing Lands versus Grixis Delver, folks. I mean, what has really changed, you know? And here is Expiration, a legacy staple for a very long time. Let's see what the second land drop will be as Expiration resolves. Lush Portico, Serval. Caracas into the graveyard, okay.
Play Ponder. Trigger.
Yep.
Ponder, Serval, both players surveilling so far in this game. Force of Will dumped into the graveyard. Retro Frame Force of Will, very interesting. Retro Frame Ponder as well. Retro Frame Dragon's Ray's Channeler. Maybe they're overdoing it with the retro frames, chat. What do you think? Like, do we really need every card to have a retro frame? I'm just asking questions. Dragon's Ray's Channeler. People get really upset when I say stuff like that.
Pricing my
Frog is...
All right, crop rotation, sacking Lush Portico. Looks like Sheree is thinking about responding by sacking Polluted Delta. Okay.
Go to my turn. Draw. Return the stack. I'll make a question.
So a crop rotation on the stack, a fetch land cracked in response. Maybe we're going to see a cantrip here.
I'll play Force, Pitch, Brainstorm, Trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, force pitching Brainstorm, trigger Serval. Volcanic Island dumped into the graveyard. Crop rotation is countered. And Shane loses a land. Now, I didn't see Sheree's hand prior to this turn, but if Force of Will was in hand the previous turn, maybe we want to be countering Exploration. I don't know if Sheree chose not to, but Exploration definitely a card you want to counter. That was Life from the Loam, returning 3 lands from the graveyard to hand. Let's see if a second land, what the second land drop will be. It will be Maze of Ith. Okay.
How many cards? 5.
5 cards in hand for Shane. Shane's t-shirt looks amazing, I have to say. It's a really nice t-shirt. All right, Maze of Ith is used. Charade correct to check here. Here is the Psychic Frog, which is at the forefront of everyone's mind these days. All right, there's Wasteland, which could deal with Maze of Ith potentially, but Life from the Loam is up and running, so. All right, Milling with Dredge, a copy of Expiration, Lava Spur, Boots, and another Loam.
Yeah. Not pulling any on my stage.
He swapped the card out.
Oh, look, it's an Urza Saga. No. Crucible of Worlds.
Crucible of Worlds thrown away with a Surveil off Lush Portico. Very interesting. Snapstar90, thank you for the sub with Prime 2 months. Thanks for support Legacy. The German Legacy community knows your channel. Keep going. Great job. Thank you, Snapstar. Thank you, Snapstar. And thank you, German Legacy community.
14 minutes.
I've played in one Legacy event in the country of Germany so far, and it was fantastic. It was a nice afternoon.
I'll waste your. Combat?
Yep.
I think that was 2 years ago now in Berlin. There are some recorded matches up on our channel somewhere. We did have 90s MTG in Berlin edition one time. All right, another Dragon's Race channeler. Some hits came in. Maze of Ith made it to the graveyard. Dredging Loam, Shadow Spear, Crop Rotation, and Sphere of Resistance milled this time.
And like how many lands is that? 30 something? Yeah.
If you're going to watch Shane play, you have to have every version of every Legacy card memorized, or you're just going to fall way behind, you know. All right, Life from the Loam, Maze of Ith, plays it. That'll most likely be stopping the Frog. Caracas is played from hand as a second land drop.
Storm, 2 Surveil triggers? Yeah. Days. Top.
Okay, the second one is left on top. The Surveils before this Brainstorm resolves. So Charade saw something he liked. Maze of Ith back on the table. Shane's life total still high. I don't know what the status is on Delirium now, but I don't think we're there yet.
How many cards in hand now?
Right now, 2.
Go ahead.
Yeah, still no Delirium, it looks like.
Combat.
Yeah. Still no Delirium, right?
Yeah, no delay.
Then I'll Maze the Frog. Take 2.
Okay, the Frog is mazed. Take 2. Seeing Shadow Spear milled into the graveyard is... oh, another Psychic Frog. Seeing Shadow Spear milled into the graveyard is pretty good news for Charade. That card could be pretty nasty if found off Urza Saga at some point, or just played from hand and attaches itself to constructs. There's Urza Saga, Yavimaya and Windswept Heath milled with Dredge, Loam getting cast, returned into hand. We're going to play Urza Saga here. So the Shadow Spear being gone, looking more important. Lava Spur Boots is also in the graveyard, worth noting. Plays a Windswept Heath. Only one Maze of Ith. Charade is going to start drawing some cards from Frogs, possibly. And if Charade can hit Delirium, all right, Ponder. If Charade can hit Delirium, that'll speed up the clock quite a bit.
Okay. Will. Temple, Caracas Saga.
Okay, I see a Murktide hit the graveyard, so the I just hid myself so people can see the graveyard. So Delirium appears to be on sorcery, instant, land, creature.
One per turn will be
Combat.
Yeah.
The team.
Okay, the team is coming in, says Charade. 1 Maze of Ith. Potentially 7+ damage coming in. Don't forget the Frogs can pump. Okay, gonna maze a frog, prevent a card draw, take at least 7. No discards, 7 damage, draw off the frog.
Oh, Waster Urza Saga?
Ooh, good wasteland here. Waster Urza Saga, slow that whole thing down. Tameo, Inquisitive Scholar. Shane needs Tabernacle plus Wasteland here, possibly, or this game will end. Double Saga, Mox Diamond. That is the game. Sheree gets game 1. El Villain says, am I the only one that would love to see a Storm or even better a Doomsday deck and not the Grixis Delver? Yeah, the thing is you have to vote round by round which matches we will watch, and when I throw Storm and Doomsday in the queue, they don't get voted for, so that's something to think about.
What was that?
First time I'm playing against Lands and Future, actually.
I'm honored to be first one.
You're taking that
That's
play?
surprising.
I will go first.
Mine's is people's first deck in the Legacy most of the time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
All right, drawing up hands here for game 2. Shane will be on the play. I think we're just still resolving mulligans at this point.
I'll keep us on.
Both players kept 7. Yavamaya, Shadow Spear. All right, there's Shadow Spear. This time it will be on the table right away. Or is it Totec Spear? What are we calling this card now? Mishra's Bauble, Surveil, Misty into the yard. Okay, Urza Saga. Urza Saga gets a counter. Pass the turn. All right, so Shadow Spear is already on the table, so potentially some constructs will be big life linkers. Something for Sheree to worry about. But this is post-sideboard. We could see Meltdown. We could see a Wasteland here.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's Brainstorm.
Yeah, because I'm tired.
Brainstorm Surveil. Delver into the yard. Don't need that. Maybe looking for answers to Urza's Saga.
So I was like, alright, let me go this
Unless there was a way to.
After the
Okay. Cracking Polluted Delta.
It's already the thing, but
I
not
mean,
like,
it might need a button like in a year or so.
I wouldn't be surprised. Any credit to 2?
Then well, yeah. I think, right, that's a good one. Then you could have, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ponder Surveil.
Yeah.
Delirium is on, so attacking for 3. Pass the turn to Shane, who will have Urza Saga tick up to 2. Urza Saga survived 1 round. See, that's Dark Depths. It can tap for mana thanks to Yavamaya. So we'll see if Shane prioritizes making constructs here. Yep, it looks that way.
Oh, we're back at
From
5.
them, like promo.
Just because I thought this. Oh, yeah, it is a promo, right? It is a promo. I was like, that's sweet. And then I looked at Rebecca and I was like, of course.
Toller Eric arrives in the chat, says that's the lands combo. Dark Depths Yavimaya. That's a dismember dumped into the graveyard.
In the turn, pay for attention dismember.
Play Ponder trigger.
All right, Ponder Surveil. Left it on top, it looks like. And resolving Ponder now.
I didn't even force it. I forced it.
These days, Urza Saga will go through its chapters, making a whole bunch of constructs, and then Meltdown just blows up the team. Sheree may be hoping to do that. Mishra's Bobble popping here, taking a look.
I still could have punished him severely.
Yeah, if
I could have stuck him from when.
I knew you weren't gonna think that much.
I'm solid plan.
I saw it too, and I was like, wow, this is very risky.
I'll waste your Urza.
Okay, found a Wasteland. Gonna target Urza's Saga. Let's see if there's a crop rotation. The land is going to die anyway.
Usually it takes
Dark Depths is on the table. Yavimaya. So enough mana to make a construct here, as I mentioned. And then possibly... Well, we haven't seen any sign. I haven't been able to see Shane's hand, so I haven't seen any signs of loam or... Well... Okay, just gonna make a construct.
Cool.
Okay, Urza Saga dies. Attacking with Dragon's Rage Channeler. Endurance, pitching life from the loam. This will be an opportunity to block and kill Dragon's Rage Channeler if this resolves.
Alright, I got another life.
Exiling a life.
Okay, so
Life from the loam pitched for evoke. This is a big play right here. Pitching in life from the loam, obviously a very valuable card. We saw that in game 1. And trying to knock out this Dragon's Rage Channeler by removing Sheree's graveyard or moving Sheree's graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Even if Sheree somehow turned Delirium back on later on in this game, Delirium is slowed down quite a bit. Also slowed down Murktide. All right, so Endurance will go to the graveyard. And, all right, we're cutting the very randomized. We're doing this very correctly here. Impressive.
And I will... Sure.
All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler dies in combat, which Sheree did not expect. But, yeah, it's Jay Liddy saying that's the most correct way I've ever seen Endurance resolve. I agree, Jay Liddy. Ooh, another copy of Life from the Loam. Surgical. Targeting Saga.
I thought it was just mill 3.
No, sorry. No, please bring back the land, sir.
I know, that's fine. That's fine.
Here's this one, and then...
Alright, the hand is revealed. Wasteland, Savannah, Dark Depths. A redundant copy of Dark Depths. Life from the Loam will be countered here. But the ability to dredge is pretty good. Urza's Saga, number 2, pulled out of the deck. Number 3, most likely there are 4. There it is.
Yeah, this only targets the cost of
Maybe if you're new to Legacy or you know, you just want to up your game, rewatch that whole situation with resolving endurance a few times just so you understand the proper way to resolve endurance was just showcased on stream for all of us. An educational experience, I would say.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You should see what some of these people do. They don't even randomize the cards. They just put the graveyard on the bottom. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it isn't.
Oh boy, we broke a sleeve.
Death stage.
They don't make sleeves the way they used to, right, chat?
Something else. Go.
By the way, every sleeve you ever threw away is floating in the ocean right now. Not to be a bummer, but it's true. So anyway, I cracked myself up. All right, so Wasteland looks like is going to get used here. This show is really for my own entertainment alone. Volcanic Island gets hit. Yeah, Gizlo, absolutely right. There are turtles choking on dragon shields at this very moment. Gizlo gets what 90s MTG is all about. All right, here's a brainstorm for Sheree. I think I'm the only one brave enough to say it, honestly.
Drop.
Yeah, one card in hand.
Hey, the frog.
Okay, here is Psychic Frog. It's on the table. The frog, everybody. Wow. What do you think, people of the chat, people of the YouTube comments? Are Psychic Frog's days numbered? Does anybody know? Will it make it to the watch list at least? Can someone, like, fill us in? Maybe check a spreadsheet or something and tell us?
Oh, it should be. And I will attempt to roll. Target will be Wasteland. Wasteland. Two land drops per turn.
Gizlo, the only person in the chat that I see that also understands, in addition to myself, that GPs were an environmental disaster.
I'll play Wasteland. Order. A bit of a beating from Frog.
That's Life from the Loam, target Wasteland.
Okay, Life from the Loam targeting Wasteland. Currently cut off of red is Sheree. Wasteland is coming back, and it will be used again, targeting Underground Sea. Construct stays back for now.
Drop what your answers. Drop turn on all. Give myself an energy.
Combat? One?
Yeah, 16? Yep.
Okay, 1 damage gets through. Psychic Frog.
Yep.
All spells or just
Real Bad Text has just got off the investor call I asked for you, Chris. They said, what's legacy? Yeah, yeah. To be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure what legacy is at this point. There's universes beyond cards now.
As well. Is the forest.
I miss when they only had in-world magic cards, like from Arabian Nights. All right, so Mazavith is in the graveyard now. We'll see if Life from the Loam retrieves that. That will be pretty good against the frog.
Spots. Oh, brainstorm?
Okay, a brainstorm in response.
wondering why the hell you had to go somewhere. Not exactly looking at it like it's a good thing for you.
Go for it.
Okay, force pitching Delver on Life from the Loam. Temporary fix to a problem. Construct comes in. 2 damage. Plays Savannah.
Sorry. This card flew with me, but
No
I
worries.
just put us on top.
Yeah, no problem.
Kind of the price of it also looking very nice.
I don't know. That seemed a little sketchy.
Waste. Option would be Little Lucky.
What REL is this?
I'll fetch.
I mean, destroy doesn't matter as long as it's indestructible. Not barely is indestructible. Except for one.
All right, correcting a Scalding turn. Getting red back up and running. Is this going to be a meltdown? Maybe secretly I'm hoping for a meltdown to resolve in this game. Leaf says my opponent looked at 4 cards off his ponder yesterday. I mean, Leaf, you know, sometimes we have to be vigilant and watch out for the FNM cheaters and hold them accountable.
Outcast Riptide.
It's when stakes are the lowest that the cheaters are whatever. All right, so a 7/7 Murktide is in. Wow.
I have the answer for the first one. I have the answer for the fifth one.
That's, yeah. So, yes, alright.
It's the fifth mirror lake.
Dredging Loam. I think there was a Swords to Plowshares expiration and Boseiju Who Endures. Life in the Loam getting cast now. Returning Wasteland, Basic Forest, Mazavith? No, Basic Forest swapped with Boseiju. Most likely a land drop of Mazavith, yep. Murktide plus Psychic Frog is no joke. This game is not over.
It's like, it's got like...
No signs of the Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale yet in this match. Sure, Shane would love to find it. And then start trimming Sheree's lands.
Not starting in your opening hand is a nerf.
Well, yeah, and like...
Wasteland, Boseiju Who Endures, and Dark Depths are the cards in Shane's hand right now.
Famous last words and all.
Nope.
Okay, the Maze going after the Murktide. Sheree will get a card draw.
Blocks?
Yep, no blocks.
Okay. You take 1. 14. I'll draw.
Okay, just 1 damage from the frog, no growth.
I'll play another frog.
Okay, another frog. And let's see if Shane chooses to dredge Loam again. I would assume so. Caracas and Thespian stage milled that time along with a Swords to Plowshares. Life from the Loam. Picking up those 3. Well, those 2, I should say. And the Basic Forest. I forgot about the Basic Forest sitting there. All right, so return 3 lands. 1 land drop a turn. Most likely here we'll see Thespian stage. Yeah, that makes sense. Could potentially make a Marilage. Don't forget Mazavith can tap for green. Thanks to Yavamaya.
Sunset Exploration. Okay.
over here.
Oh, of course.
So these three are your graveyard and the rest are exile?
Yes.
Another possible play here is equipping the construct with Shadow Spear. I don't know if that's completely necessary. Maybe. I mean, this Passager's not going to get used. Already made a land drop this turn. It was Thespian Stage. It's probably just the play to trying to make a Merit Lage here, but maybe Shane sensing something could go awry. Okay, gonna do it now.
Okay.
This makes sense. Do it now and not allow Charade to play a Wasteland to prevent the combo. All right, Merit Lage on the table. Let's see if Charade has an answer for it. Petty Theft is a possibility. Two construct and a Merit Lage on defense. Unless Merit Lage can be dealt with this attack. I mean, there probably won't be an attack. Probably needs blockers. It's a tricky situation though. If Merit Lage attacks, you can jump a frog, chump it, and then a crack back is pretty good. Hard to say. Leaf says, I played against a lands player the other day that had Merit Lage in a hard case, altered and signed artist proof. Interesting. Interesting. Are artist proofs tournament legal, though?
That just destroys them.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
You don't like yeah, just
I wouldn't buy trading cards that aren't tournament legal, personally.
This is really hard. This is really, really hard. At least.
Pastina has arrived in the chat with some beautiful badges.
I'll take it.
I don't know. Remember, I was saying
Raccoon says tokens can be anything. You know what, Raccoon? You must be new around here. That's not how we do things.
Go ahead.
They're basically proxies. Oh, so you bought proxies?
swinging for a four.
Yeah.
Go first.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sheree trying to figure out what to do with this turn, taking a minute.
About 13.
Far from over.
If we need a game today, which we
No. I'm just saying.
All right, Shane, warning that we have to mind the clock here. We may need a game 3, and things are moving somewhat slow. Ponder. X-Grave, thank you for the resub. 21 months for X-Grave. Appreciate that. What's up, X-Grave?
Honest, like the second I had Brainstorm Force and a useless card, I was like, do I Brainstorm for a blue card? I was like,
No, just keep hitting my
I need, and then I was like, I need a fucking something to the graveyard, and then like the frog did kind of that. I was like, thank fucking
Goddamn frog. Yeah, I already hate that fucking card.
No, it's nuts.
I brought in so much interaction for that fucking frog. If I ate it.
Yeah, no, pleasure.
Like, I really thought I had it there. I'm like, damn it.
I thought you were.
I used to fade one fucking turn.
Merit Lage is available to block. There isn't a lot of reason to send in attackers right now. Other than to try and draw cards, I guess. Maze of Ith is tapped at the moment.
Throw it at him, it was weird, dude.
Yeah,
Sounds
but-
toxic. I don't know.
I don't know, that's everyone's kind of getting something out of it.
Second name. Yeah.
Oh, it was
definitely,
fully, what's the other card?
Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler, no Delirium, 3 types in the yard. Creature, sorcery, land. Equipping Marit Lage with Shadow Spear. I didn't mention that when we were reviewing all the possible plays last turn, but equipping with Shadow Spear this turn. Oh no, tapping the equipment. Jeez.
I don't know, like the sideboard for this deck is definitely up in the air, isn't it?
All right, that game ended. Shane gets game 2. Moving on to game 3.
10 minutes left in the round, everybody. 10 minutes.
Okay, an announcement in the background. 10 minutes left in the round. So they got 10 minutes to wrap this up.
I mean, my app always logs me out, so I don't.
Looks like Shane has taken a mulligan. Sheree has kept 7, who was on the play.
I like it. Seeing that as a I know like all of
I don't think I like the Blade of the Bliss.
Okay, 1 card going to the bottom for Shane. We are ready to go. Underground Sea. Delver of Secrets. Okay.
That's why I run Pithing Beetle made that fucking psychic frog.
No, because I've been trying to.
Yavimaya into Exploration. Wasteland. Good start to the game for Shane. Actually, a really good start to game 3. Price of Progress revealed. Okay. Ooh, we might get a really exciting game 3. This is looking good. All right, Insectile Aberration, attacking.
If I like every bounce loop, but if I just nail it and then it's never jumping and it's never getting big.
So a known Price of Progress in hand. Unfortunately for Sheree, Shane now can sort of play around it to the extent that we can intentionally skip some land drops without compromising the ability to win. All right, Wasteland and a Savannah, so an ability here to hit whatever land Sheree finds. Swords on the Insectile Aberration.
So I
Target
Phyrexia shit.
2 cards in hand for Shane.
another thing you can
Another
pull for,
Shuko,
but
yeah.
I was like, I don't think it's better than the 3 mana no. It's like a 1 mana nomads because the 1 mana nomads doesn't exist in modern. But it seems like that was like a brief thing and then they're all off of it already.
All right, Insectile Aberration is gone. Gain 3 life.
Like builds of land, like actual like not only land, builds probably like something else. Like there's a lot of interesting shit going on. Like the lookout guy from Southern Junction, they like literally like every time.
Now a Ponder. Left them on top. Okay.
I thought that card was real cool. Wait, was that Marquesa?
That's no, it's like something outlaw lookout or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Marquesa. One second.
From Southern Junction.
I think it's the
Oh boy. All right. Force a negation on Life from the Loam that was targeting 2 Wastelands. Pitching a Delver. Stop the Loam game. That's an Ancient Tomb. Okay. Cracking a fetch now is Sheree. 2 Wastelands out of the way. Plus a really important Force of negation on that Life from the Loam. If that Life from the Loam would have resolved, I think Shane wins this game.
lands type deck, and then the way you're triggering it is just all your
It just would have got way out of hand.
Yeah,
they're 5 million fucking things. So
it seems slow in the current battle, but like
people were arguing whether the pipe.
Looks like 1 card left in Shane's hand now.
both interesting. I feel like
Wasteland for Sheree, pass the turn. Could be a way to respect Urza's Saga going forward. Or the Thespian Stage Dark Depths Marit Lage combo. That's a Wasteland. Pass the turn.
Cultivate.
Yeah, for cultivation,
That's so
6, this guy.
Should Shane have cut that volcanic island? Possibly.
I thought about running it so good. Like, cause it finds, it's like a fucking tuner.
It's
like,
legitimately the best card.
Sheree getting a chance to resolve a brainstorm here. Looking for some stuff to do.
That's insane.
Looks like the last card in hand for Shane is Dark Depths. I just spotted it.
This to the Oklahoma land run that was over the weekend. So free shredder, and then just like, I guess, green white lands.
Go ahead.
Green
I'll
white?
keep on
Just
top.
green white lands with that.
I'm still not convinced I need to be in the green blue. Like, the blue's cute. Like,
This guy went 5-2, top 8'd it with it in the challenge. Actually, the exact same list.
No, I've seen them. Yeah. Like, I used to run green white. I overtuned it until like.
I was just surprised. I felt like I saw it a while ago and then it went away, but the fact that like just this weekend, like,
Waste your waste.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to bring
Going after Yavamaya. Okay.
your card. See what happens. Still, like, even if it connects for one, though, it's still like.
That's a Dragon's Rage channeler for Sheree. It looks like Delirium is not yet on. Swords.
and eventually I'll get the card that kills you. But I'm just gonna keep it messy.
Was it Delirious?
It was. Yes,
That was the only card that I
Oh, I missed the Mishra's Bauble in the yard, so there was Delirium.
Better than Alchemist.
It's weird. It's like in certain aspects, because it could fake.
Alright, so I'm passing it back and forth. Maze of Ith, not too bad. That'll make this game a bit more difficult for Sheree. Fetching and Murktide.
Well, you know, like, you don't have to run red.
No.
I mean,
I do.
5/5 Murktide.
No, specifically no.
like, I mean,
It's a clock, but Maze of Ith is on the board.
Dave's Wasteland, like tempo.
I was like, I should just maybe like
No, I agree.
like something.
Yeah.
At least for now, Murktide Regent will be held back.
Is if you're trying to do 2-color, which then makes like blood moon and stuff like easy, and then you get all the basics.
Oh, I saw this.
Or if somehow there's like some like Nazis.
Like this hand was so gross.
Oh no, it's no.
Basically, like also.
Okay, a second Murktide. Gonna grow both. First one will get 2 more counters. This one will be a 5/5. So a 5/5 Murktide and a 7/7 Murktide on the table. Only one Maze of Ith for Shane, so we may see Sheree be able to start hitting for some damage. Urza's Saga is pretty good.
You can just save them for later, and then you jump your frog, and oh look, my Murktide is big. So it's like, frog is best friends with the other 2 blue creatures that everyone wants to play. Every Murktide.
I'm surprised.
Is the big one?
Okay, Maze of Ith gets used. 5 damage still gets through. Pass the turn.
Honestly, like, finding
I feel like white though, the swords and cleaning and everything is just too hard to pass off.
but then again, like, the thing is, like, blue, white, and black, you can really go in.
Urza's Saga ticks up. There's the possibility of Shadow Spear again when Urza's Saga's Chapter 3 resolves. Here's Mox Diamond discarding Dark Depths.
Trophy League.
Banawara. But Banawara and,
Get all the bounce effects.
End step, Bolt You. Okay, Shane goes down to 9. Attacking. 5 damage gets through. Price of Progress ends the game. Sheree gets it. The Price of Progress we saw earlier in this game revealed ended up being the finisher. GG's. Well played. Well played. Wow. That was a heck of a battle, that match. Our Discord is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not yet in the Discord. We also have a Patreon. You could join us on there as well. We're going to set up a poll shortly for Twitch chat to decide which match we watch next. Some of you are on an ad break right now. Foil Wastelands. Are those retro frame? Mockingbird. Flare of Denial. What is going on? Is True Name Nemesis on the watch list? Does anybody know? Tamiyo's. Band cards. Gaia's Cradle. New Brain Dead Secret Lair. Speaking of Brain Dead, I was looking at Twitter. Yeah. Old School. Is that Black Lotus a proxy or is it tournament legal? Does anybody know? Can someone check? I don't know. Okay, let's set up this poll. Which match we'll watch next? Which match next? The options will be Esper Control. Whoops. Oh, crap. I misclicked. I've been misclicking a lot on today's stream. Let's try this again. Esper Control versus 4-color Control. Or Demir Tempo versus Death and Taxes. Maybe a little bit of Roland Chang action. Who knows? Death and Taxes versus Grixis Delver. Or Miracles versus Esper Control. Or Eldrazi versus Reanimator. 2 minutes. Get your votes in. All right. Poll happening now in the chat. If you just came back from an ad break, poll happening now in the chat. Which match should we watch next? It is up to you, the people of the chat, to decide. Don't let us down. And reminder, some people will try to rig the poll using their channel points. Something to keep in mind as well. Oh, by the way, let's take a look at the VIP chat. We rarely look at the VIP chat on the live streams, but nice photo from over the weekend. Some of our crew. We got Devin, John, Dave, Dominic, Bill, and Roland at the Bearded Dragon in New Jersey at a 1K. Devin, Dave, Bill, and Roland all made top 8, and Roland made it to the finals. So a nice showing for the New York City crew. Some people I really enjoy spending some time with. All right, about a minute left in this on this poll. Thank you, Roland, for sharing the picture with us. What's up with the dragon in the background, anyway? Somebody popped that thing. No, I shouldn't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is Minsk and Boo on the watch list, by the way? Does anybody know? It's possible Minsk and Boo will be banned. It's possible. What else is going on? What the heck is that? Death and Taxes versus Blue-Black Tempo. Akalith contributed 1,600 channel points. Akalith also says, any card that can be your commander is on the watch list. That's huge. That's huge. And I don't know. Might be the most interesting thing we found out so far today. Also, a playmat with art on it from 1993. Very interesting. And what the heck is this? This is a different hobby, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's set this up. Death and Taxes versus Demir. This should be fun. Diving in, let's do it.
Well, I mean, it should be twice as long, is my issue with it. Like, it feels slightly too variant sufficient. Yeah. Like, I wish the board had, like, another...
All right, Roland Chang joins us on the left, the foil bug. And on the right, we have Dominic on Demir. It looks like we're still resolving die rolls. Urion Sky Nomad has been revealed. Are you supposed to reveal your companion before or after die rolls? Does anybody know?
I'll play this is fine.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I was like, did you roll?
Nope.
I'll take the play. You were like, I don't know how magic works. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, players appear to be having some fun. Dominic with a very nice playmat. Roland's is okay.
We'll be keeping this.
Okay, sounds like a snap keep for Roland, but Dominic has taken a mulligan. Twitch chat has no idea when the die roll and companion stuff is supposed to happen. Bill is here and says fun is gross. Yeah, I think Bill with an interesting take. As this game begins, Undercity Sewers surveil. As this game begins, go ahead and drop your hottest takes in the chat. Don't hold back. All right, Wasteland fired off here, hits the Undercity Sewer.
I'm just gonna surveil here.
Olaro says Death and Taxes is the best deck in Magic and everyone should play it. Okay, coming in hot already. Gizlo says we should unban Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I assume time.
Ponder?
Sure.
There's a little bit of the life cycle to the bans. Like, people will be obsessed with banning a card, then 10 years later they'll be hoping it gets unbanned. Acolyte says, are we talking about when you reveal companion? It's after play draw is determined. You know what? I trust Acolyte on this.
Yep.
I will pass it over to you.
I'll play Crocus for 2. And I'll tap 2.
There is the frog. Marsh Flat's getting cracked here, and maybe we're going to see Backstreet. Yep, Backstreet's back. Servo.
Okay.
Roland is surveilling with Shadowy Backstreet quite a bit on stream. It's possible that Roland is the biggest Backstreet Boys fan in 90s MTG history at this point. Yeah, Brian Luttrell. Remember Brian Luttrell, everybody? Here's a Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's see what we got. Force Brainstorm, Nile Spellbomb, and Wasteland. The kind of tuned for the metagame Demir Tempo deck with Nile Spellbomb in the main. A little bit exposed here in game 1. Having some tech in the main. I'm guessing Thoughtseize might take Brainstorm.
Trigger. I'd like to make a construct.
Sure.
All right, Brainstorm is selected. Roland agrees. And Mother of Runes.
Or draw.
So Psychic Frog looks like we'll get a chance to attack. Got a glimpse of Roland's hand here. It looks like there's a Caracas, a Marsh Flats, a Recruiter of the Guard.
Swing the frog.
Go Bucks.
Yeah, Akalith absolutely right. This is a Frog, Tameo, Nethergoyf metagame deck. Wasteland on the shadowy backstreet. Roland is upset. Bowmaster. Bowmaster, your Mother of Runes.
The proper token. You got the token?
Maybe. No, I don't. It's not in my. Yeah, it's not in my bag.
Oh my god.
Yes, this is bad.
Okay.
Say go.
Yeah, it is bad, Dominic. What the hell are you doing?
Pull up your volcanic island. I'll cast Mox Opal.
Oh, fetch here.
Yep.
All right, Arid Mesa gets cracked. Look at that Orc Army token. I mean, it's pathetic.
Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Okay, Spirit of the Labyrinth has been announced. It's getting force, pitching force. Spirit of the Labyrinth is a nasty one. Goes to the trash.
And I'll pass the turn.
Drop. Combat.
Yep.
Swing for 3. Trigger the frog.
Yep, sure.
Okay, attacking, drawing from the frog. Roland has some threats to deal with here. Bowmaster already on the board isn't very scary. We're not trying to cantrip. But the Psychic Frog needs to be dealt with.
Sure.
I'll attack for 2. Attack a main. I'll play Plains. Cast Oswald.
Cast a Recruiter of the Guard.
That's fine.
Recruiter of the Guard on the stack. Brainstorm in response.
It resolves.
Okay, Recruiter will resolve. What are we looking for? It's possible Roland will find a Solitude. Mandroth has arrived, saying hello to everyone. Hello, Mandroth. What brings you here?
Untap. Cast Oswald.
Well, I'm taking a look through the deck. Not sure what. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. Skyclave Apparition could try to remove the Psychic Frog next turn. Do I think another card besides Grief will get banned? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Play Plains for 2. Attack you. Pass.
I'm gonna jump the frog one.
Okay, Dominic going to jump this frog. Mandroth says, I really like Legacy and your stream. Thank you, Mandroth. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying it. All right, the attack comes in. Roland takes some damage. Did Dominic draw? I didn't see.
Draw. Play Nethergoyf.
Nethergoyf. Okay.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sounds like it's a 3-4. Is Caracas unlikely to have much to do in this game on Dominic's side? Maybe a Tameo will be seen. Skyclave Apparition.
To the battlefield, it's going to resolve. I'm going to stifle the...
Ooh, Stifle on Skyclave's ability leads to a scoop. Dominic takes game 1. Wow.
For all the talk of grief, Psychic Frog might be a bigger problem.
Psychic Frog's really good.
A lot of discussion these days about the upcoming ban announcement on the 26th. Some of you will be watching this long after that, but I would say, what do I want to say on this? I'm always very careful about what I say. The majority of the Legacy community is hoping for a shakeup after this upcoming ban announcement. And I like shakeups, so we'll see how this plays out. All right, turn 1 Aether Vial after a mull to 6.
So like, it doesn't have the support.
It will resolve, so a good start to game 2.
Like, I was happy when they.
Any bold predictions from Monday's announcement? Drop them in the chat. Drop them in the comments. Be on record.
Got on the bet list. I don't think so. People play that.
Dr. Pepper, thank you for the sub with Prime. 6 months. That's a new badge. An enormous achievement.
It's been here, not pre-modern. That's right. Anyway, this is one game.
Okay, Thoughtseize reveals. Underground Sea, Go for the Throat. Daze ×2, Fatal Push, Stifle, and Psychic Frog. A removal and disruption heavy hand here for Dominic. Vial is on 1.
So is that Go for the Throat?
Yeah.
It's usually paired nicely with Daze ×2. I like the Thermokarst.
Yeah. Thermokarst is cool. You can play regular base 6. No reason for this base 6.
Go ahead and take.
I mean, I think Wasteland counts.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, what happened here? All right, Psychic Frog is selected. It goes to the trash.
Pass.
End step. Fetch.
End step fetch. There's a Magus in the Moon hanging out in the top center of your screen from the match at the next table. Get your cards out of my shot!
How many cards in hand? 4? 3.
Undercity Sewer Surveil.
Surveil? I'll leave that on top. Draw.
Sudbury says, I don't know about bold, but Legacy, Grief, Modern Nadu, Unban Artifact Lands, Pure Copium, Pioneer, Sorin, Treasure Cruise, and Wild Growth Walker. Interesting.
That one for sure.
All right, you're on record, Sudbury. If you're right, it'll be amazing.
Priority.
Engineered Explosives.
Engineered Explosives, X is 1. Gets its 1 counter. It could potentially hit this vial. Pump Fake. Vial has ticked up to 2 now, I believe. Or is it 3? Maybe it's 3. Can't quite see that die, unfortunately. And I lost track.
Over to you. I think
Holding off on the underhand explosives, allowing Roland to untap with the vial. Roland tapping 3 now.
that's what I think. Well, they're spells. They're make-believe. This is not a real mother, which I'm going to
How many cards do you have on this?
5, and I believe you know most, if not all. You might know all of them.
Ghost Whisper says I can see an unban in Modern, but I think the safest unbans would probably be Ponder or Jite. Copium is still Twin. Highly doubt it. Yeah.
And stuff. I'll fetch.
Is the rule of thumb for Legacy that you should be playing a card that's been
In response to the fetch?
Yeah, in response to the fetch.
Okay.
Okay, we're responding to the fetch, tapping the vial. Skyclave Apparition. Ooh. Ouch.
I'm gonna stifle the trigger.
Okay, stifle on the trigger. I guess we knew Dominic had a stifle in hand, but good play there by Roland. Heads up play. Basic Island is found. The timing of that was so great because the Engineering Explosives ability could not be paid while the fetch was on the stack. Something to take note of, folks. These little tiny plays, although Dominic had the stifle for it, win you games. If you watch enough of players like Dominic and Roland playing on this channel, you'll see plays like that, and it's those plays that matter the most sometimes when the games are on the line. And the stakes are high. Harry Houdini, thank you for the resub. 25 months, asking, am I late? You know what, Harry Houdini? You really can't be late for the stream when you have beautiful badges, so don't worry about it. All right, Recruiter of the Guard coming in, potentially.
Draw.
Sudbury, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
Scorch Mystic.
Ghost Whisper says, I haven't been able to play Legacy in a while. How is the meta looking apart from Rescam still being the best deck? You know, I'm not big on the meta game percentage stuff really, but we're in like the last week before a possible shakeup, so don't worry about it too much.
Destroy target.
Go for the throat. Kills the Skyclave.
Sure. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fatal Push killed the Skyclave, but go for the throat. Roland was just checking what it does. Stoneforge Mystic on the stack. Force Pitching Days. AP is in the chat, says the meta doesn't matter. We'll be restarting the spreadsheets after next week, so we have something new to complain about. My money is on Sarah Dimperfree. Yet, give it about 2.5 weeks before we start seeing more discussion of bans that will continue through the end of the year. Recruiter attacking. The miserable folks will still not be satisfied no matter what the ban announcement is. So you need not worry. What about the play patterns? Did we consider the play patterns?
I'm not completely spacing on Magus.
Wild ticks up to 2. Legacy hype already anticipating every deck will have the frog. Yeah. Yeah. It never ends, chat. I've been preaching this for 4 years now. The rage about the bans that need to happen never ends. All right, Recruiter of the Guard.
Yeah, the Maguses and the.
So don't get too excited. Hegel says the hypothetical future card pool will be amazing. Just you wait. A very optimistic outlook.
They're good.
They do stuff.
Stoneforge Mystic is selected.
Do you want to write
Only with welder, not engineer.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. No, a lot of people think engineer too. I'm like,
Roland's slowly building up the advantage in this game as the game goes on. Activating the vial. Stoneforge Mystic. Stifle.
You just swap them.
So the ETB is countered. If Roland has as an equipment in hand, this could potentially still be a useful Stoneforge. I can't tell what's in Roland's hand. Maybe people of the chat has seen something. Petty theft on the vial now. So Brazen Bar will go off on an adventure. No adventure token for Dominic.
yep.
Totally separate. It's not something that the problem.
Because they obviously can barter, I assume there's like a reanimator packet. Kind of weird. When you play like turn one bar, like there's a reanimator.
Activate.
Okay, activating Stoneforge. Ooh, College of Complete was in hand. All right. All right.
Yeah, I just.
That is a scoop. Roland takes game 2. We're going to game 3.
That makes me very happy. This is news to me.
Yeah, right. It's like
Let's
cycle.
go!
Hello.
Yurion Sky Nomad revealed as the companion for game 3.
I'll get in this hand.
Sounds good. There you go. Look at this.
The great thing is after whatever the ban announcement is, the 3 people we haven't seen in a while at the 25-30 person weeklies here in New York City will be back. So that's interesting. All right, 1 card on the bottom for Dominic. Basic Island and Ponder.
Dan, I think it's just because my attack is like
Cracking Flooded Strand. What are we looking for?
You're thinking like you have a story, you memorize every nice card in existence.
Basic Plains.
You actually did know it. Good. I've never had a cast.
Play Undercity Sewers, Surveil.
Okay, playing Undercity Sewers, surveilling a wasteland into the graveyard.
we have a very contentious judge call involving that card is carrying MH3.
Look at me at the DCI coming in hot.
Drop. I'll play Wasteland. Castle that then?
Spirit of the Labyrinth. Brainstorm and response.
Storm Drake. So you don't have to swap it with anything.
Yeah, two weeks after the ban, we'll see tweets about, like, I'm tired of losing to Broadside Bombardier. Remember this card? Broadside Bombardiers, or whatever. Yeah. It never ends. Tamio is at the board.
Exactly. That's the famous thing.
Nethergoyf.
Here's Nethergoyf.
They thought they could put one over on anything.
Yep. Sig up.
Drop turn.
Yeah.
So sorry. For some reason I have those. Yeah, sorry. Oh,
Yes, you can call it.
Saturday. This is the one matchup that Saturday just played.
Spirit of the Labyrinth on the table for Roland. Nethergoyf and Tamio, Inquisitive Scholar, on the table for... Okay, Path to Exile on Nethergoyf. I almost said Necrotal. Thanks, chat. Nethergoyf.
Yeah, that's hard.
For once. For once, I actually have basics in my tempo deck.
All right, a basic swamp is found. Very impressive.
Does it come to play tapped?
Yes.
It comes to play tapped?
It should. Honestly, this card's been power crept for modern. I haven't seen it in a minute, but.
Path to Exile, power crept from modern, says Dominic. Wow.
Oh, you don't name.
Path to Exile.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, yeah.
Can't even know my cards yet.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, tapped.
Yep.
Swing?
Yep.
I'm gonna fatal push it.
Planes.
Fatal push on the spirit. That resolves.
Oswald for the winner.
Cards
Two.
Pastor.
Solitude. Trying to take out Tamio here. Pitching Recruiter of the Guard. Force, pitching Daze. Pretty good force.
What about a second?
Nothing.
Was it decent?
Looks like Dominic is now hellbent, but Tamio's on the board.
It's a frog.
Suncoil Serpent time, baby.
Suncoil Serpent is my favorite.
Sure.
Another Solitude pitching another Recruiter, and Tamio is gone. All right, so Roland had the resources to remove Tamio finally. Dominic with no creatures in play and passes the turn. Marsh Flats.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's like,
Just thinking about
So my theory was that you were looking for land, and that's why we were kind of tweaking in that direction. So
I'll take this one.
you off of land draw. My hand, I had a second mana source. What I should have done was, I mean, it didn't matter. What I should have done was go a little bit more aggro on dumping the movement just so that I could guarantee more likely for
Sure.
Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Okay.
Just think.
Twitch chat talking about DCI promos. What's your favorite DCI promo? What's the best one? Pre-war formal wear found with Stoneforge.
Cast or CMC of 3 or less.
Okay.
So I only have the spirit.
Sure.
And then it comes into play vigilance +2/+2.
Yep.
The only card in the graveyard that Roland can currently bring back with pre-war formal wear is Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Tamio.
Another Tamio, Inquisitive Scholar. That resolves. Passing the turn to Roland. Has pre-war formal wear in hand, ready to go. Stoneforge could potentially put it on the board instant speed.
I think the other deck got there where it's like where it's like it's more mid-range. So like you go after there's a DSLE right now.
Sure.
Yeah, it's more tempo based. Yeah, obviously
But no, I waited not good. I actually was scared it was at the bottom, but I thought it was the bottom.
Emperor of Bones.
So go to combat?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going
swing two.
to exile this. It has a counter on it.
Sure.
Or, sorry, just separate.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, Solitude Exile with a finality counter on it. Pass the turn.
Yep.
Move to combat. Trigger.
Tamio attacks, creating a clue now as Dominic. Stoneforge Mystic getting activated. Pre-war formal wear comes in. Spirit of the Labyrinth brought back. Clue is basically shut off. I'm assuming that was all with the Tameo ability on the stack.
One card per turn.
One card per turn.
Version of whatever creature copies with
Well, technically not completely shut off. It's 1 card per turn, as Dominic points out, so could crack the clue on Roland's turn.
Just 1 per turn.
The game does not think of it as anything other than that until it's out of play.
I guess Vivid you had you win on the last Vivid are so I guess it's you fill your whole deck.
It's a 0/0 special.
Because you would have won with the
Yeah, results.
I guess that's before.
Emperor of Bones making the cut in some builds of Death and Taxes these days. Card is really cool.
I guess it's fine just because, like, yeah. I was just,
They brought back the adapt mechanic. Can you believe it? Stoneforge Mystic. Could be trouble.
I'm gonna crack the draw a card.
Cracking the clue, drawing a card.
Also.
That will resolve. Potentially looking for College of Complete.
Sure.
It will be College of Complete. Can activate the already not summoning sick Stoneforge. Put it into play now. Start swinging away. Let's see. That plus the Spirit of the Labyrinth equipped with pre-war formal wear is a fast clock. Emperor of Bones can also attack. Ponder exiled from Dominic's graveyard with a finality counter on it.
So it's just like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's just exiled, actually. So,
Well, it's just exile. Okay, fine.
forge, declaring attackers.
Yep.
Exile, or bring this back. Attack.
Oh, they don't get... I'm saying the wrong thing. They don't get the finality counters until they come back from the dead, so... My bad on that. This Solitude will now have a finality counter on it. I described that wrong before. Solitude hits Tameo after Emperor of Bones adapts, attacking with the team.
Does that not get haste?
5, 9, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Solitude does have haste. Okay, Roland is attacking with Solitude.
Alright, so I'll gain 3. I'll do 3.
Well, I have 1 draw here.
Okay. I will go to my end step.
Yep.
There's finale color just dies.
Yeah, I think does it get exiled?
Just make sure.
It just gets sacrificed on end step. Players looking that up now. The cards are in Japanese. Nobody can read them.
Yeah, something like that. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next episode. Yeah, so it just goes back to the game.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm either drawing engineer explosives or I'm losing.
Okay, Dominic needs engineering explosives, it turns out. Drawing a card.
Engineered explosives. Is that even with college? Yeah, I'm just dead. Well, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, finality counter does exile. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right, so Roland takes the match. Nobody knows what Emperor of Bones does, but I don't know. It all worked out. GG's, great match. I was thinking when they first brought out the Emperor of Bones, it exiled a card. Much like Voidwalker, I was thinking like finality counter, but that's not how it works. It all went wrong. Yeah, I think that match is invalid. Just throw it out. I don't know. Don't go anywhere. 2-minute break. What's up, everybody? I am back. Thanks for waiting up for me. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat. Which match should we watch next? The options will be Esper versus 4-color, or Grixis versus Reanimator, or Sultai Beans versus Reanimator, or Eldrazi versus Sultai Beans, or Painter versus Doomsday. 2 minutes to vote. Get your votes in. Our Discord is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not yet in the Discord, folks. Looks like people are joining. Very nice. Poll happening now in the chat. Vote for which match you want to watch. People do try to rig the polls using channel points. Keep that in mind. We have a Patreon. Join our Patreon. Join the family over on Patreon. You'll regret it if you don't. About a minute and a half left for voting. Okay. We talked a little bit about the upcoming ban next week. I appeared on the Eternal Dirtles podcast to share my thoughts on the upcoming ban on their latest video over on their YouTube channel. I assume it's on other platforms too. I probably should know this. Anyway, go find the Eternal Dirtles on YouTube. Find their latest video, and I'm on there chatting about bans. What else is left to really discuss? Nothing really. Some tips for the current meta, I guess. You know, we only have 1 week left of this meta. But I think my tips would be uninstall that crappy app X. Uninstall MTGO. Just uninstall it all. Running out of time on the poll. Moments left. Let's see what we got. All right, the people have spoken. Adam contributed 1,800 channel points. Painter versus Doomsday is up next. Very nice. Let's set this up. Diving in.
I never played him. I've only like seen his content from a long time ago, but.
All right, on the left side of your screen, we have Painter. That would be Adam. Whoops. And on the right, we have Doomsday. That would be Audrey. Ready to go, Aaron Mesa pass.
I did Mesa is not a painter. Oh, it's like white painter.
Okay, Audrey already trying to figure out what Adam is up to. Adam, a known painter mage. Pluto Delta gets correct here.
Watching that game. It was the match before I played my winner game.
Oh, so that was actually playing white painter and it wasn't a
Yeah, that is Adam's Underground Sea getting played here. We borrow cards from each other, folks. It's all working, I would say.
Well, okay, I guess it's not a real deck by your standards.
That's not what I.
If you keep an eye on our Discord, you might see what decks might appear on stream coming up. Who knows? Dark Ritual.
I need to talk to him more. He's already gone.
Yep.
And there is Doomsday.
To make sure.
Oh yeah.
I got by next door. Turn one, started playing, but didn't draw a second one. This is what you're I took the max note.
Nice.
And I said GG.
I would never
And he actually messaged me.
Okay, I guess there's some hesitation in letting this resolve here. Adam thinking about responding. It looks like Adam's holding 2 copies of Pyroblast, which are useful right now, and an Enlightened Tutor. Kind of interesting.
Alright. Sure. I'll go to 9. These look like a shot.
Okay, so Doomsday resolves. We're going to build a pile. And it's unclear at this point if Audrey knows what he's up against. If I was playing against Adam here, I know Adam plays a little bit of Phyrexian Dreadnought stuff. I'd be worried about some interaction from that kind of pool of cards, let's say. So we'll see how Audrey builds this pile. Okay, Audrey's in the chat saying I considered briefly Stifle Knot with Flage. Yeah, I would not put it past Adam to be playing such a deck. But I was going to say Doomsday, for anybody new around here, Doomsday tends to build a pile of cyclers, cantrips, fetches, stuff like that, to quickly just cycle through the deck and then resolve a Thassa's Oracle. Sometimes Cavern of Souls is used. Okay, it looks like the pile has finished being built. We're getting sort of a look at it here. The angle's a little weird, but that's okay. Thank you, Audrey, for trying. Cavern was in the mix. I couldn't really see what else was there. Maybe a Street Wraith, the hand. Okay, we got a brief look at the hand. Adam gets to look through the now exiled pile to see what's left in the deck. There's Psychic Frogs in there. Tameo.
And then I will
Good.
that die search.
Okay, Audrey in the chat saying, I made a pile to consider Thassa's Oracle into the yard and then unearth it. Okay. Interesting.
That's like, so this is what you have here, and you have this is your library.
That's my pile.
Okay, so the pile has been created. We're going to pass to Adam here, basically, but it looks like Adam is thinking about end step plays. Cracking a fetch, going to 19. There's a Saga.
Like, yeah, you were referring to your, like, main phase, or... no, not yet. Maybe you'll be doing, keep it up, tap phase, but...
Scott just gifted 5 subs. Our all-time gifter leader, Scott, continues to extend the lead. 256 gifted subs on the channel. Thank you, Scott. Really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. And we reached our sub goal as well. Can't stop, won't stop, says Scott. Scott, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
After I say the card, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, sorry.
What would we do without Scott, chat? What would we do? Wouldn't even be here.
Sadly, yes.
Actually, yeah.
I'm going to turn off.
Okay, there's an Enlightened Tutor happening now.
Yeah, 2 CMC, it's blue and a white. So,
Twitch has started a new sub goal for us. Alerts coming in at various volumes. Ethersworn Canonist. Okay. That will go to the top of the library. It is... I don't know how relevant it's going to be, though.
so you go up to 20? Yep. This is the ones.
18.
But if you're Adam and there's nothing else in the deck that has any possibility of interacting with Doomsday's pile, then this makes some sense. Drawing the Ethersworn Canonist. Basic Mountain.
That's good.
How many cards
D2Ako, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Get your name up in the top left of the screen. I dig it.
I did them all, dude. I got a set of them.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
I'm really.
What happened to those weaknesses?
So yeah, I gotta give them.
Yeah, give it to me tomorrow.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Drop. Hearts 5.
Go.
Yeah. Drop. I'll make blue on there.
Sure.
To bottom. Okay, what does that do?
I sacrifice a land to draw.
Okay, that was Edge of Autumn getting cycled. You have to sack a land to cycle it. Kind of an unusual cycle cost. Let's consider. After a cycle of Street Wraith.
Sure.
I think 2. Alright. I'm at 19, you're at 18?
Yeah.
That's his Oracle into the graveyard. Unearth.
No, I troll. My troll.
That was also.
Wait, I'll take 6.
Yeah. Return.
It's a reanimate for free. Well, without damage.
Let's have upkeep drop.
Okay, as of right now, no cards, left in the library. Trying to unearth Thassa's Oracle. Thassa's Oracle's trigger will go on the stack. Game 1 goes to Audrey. Doomsday takes game 1. Up a game.
Yeah, I'm taking it all.
We have a minute left on this hype train. Sub, gift, or use bits to get us to the next level. Adam saying I should have blasted the Consider. Wasn't even thinking about Unearth. Yeah, the Canonist wasn't cast, and then no Pyroblast played there, and maybe that was not correct. I don't know. All right, so Lion's Eye Diamond, then Grindstone.
And that game's kind of over.
Game's kind of over after that, yeah. As long as they don't have another daze.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. No, they would have days back.
Right.
They would have days back.
Days.
So the backbreaking play used to be turn 2 True Name Nemesis.
Okay, it seems like Audrey's saying he wasn't sure that this deck was Painter after game 1.
Harsh casualties.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what he said, but all right. Here's Tamio, Inquisitive Scholar. That resolves. This is more of like a slow, fair. I mean, it seems silly after how game 1 played out, but a slower, fairer version of Doomsday.
+1/+0. Yeah. Okay. So this is it's.
Okay, here's Urza's Saga.
Resolves. That's good.
Go ahead.
And then I will pass it.
No.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Go.
It's tricky.
Another Grindstone. Grindstone could get interesting against Doomsday because you're milling them.
Trigger?
Yes.
And with a Lion's Eye Diamond on the board, we could potentially see a Grindstone activation. If Audrey isn't careful. All right, making a clue with Tamio. Audrey's saying that the deck list may get posted in the Discord. High Train Conductor Scott asking about that.
3 cards.
Win for 3 again?
Yep.
Go.
+2/+2.
Looks like Dark Ritual and Doomsday are in hand. I think I see them.
Okay, so 18+2/+2. 2, 2+2/+2.
Okay, Underground Sea. Pass the turn. Urza Saga will tick up here.
Yep. Go.
I see a red elemental blast in Adam's hand that could come up.
That's rough. It's fine. I missed that.
So go ahead.
Cool.
Sure.
Cracking a clue on end step here. That was City of Traders.
I was talking to Gabe about this deck. I thought it was. I mean, it just feels more powerful than regular blue black for like sixes.
Oh.
You just gotta get on top.
Okay. No, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, making a clue. No point in making a construct there. A little bit of a rewind.
I will.
Yep. Present.
Good.
6.
2 here.
Frog?
Yeah.
Cavern of Souls, naming Frog.
Oh, on frog. Okay.
Psychic Frog has been cast. Adam potentially has removal for it. Gonna make a construct. It will be a 4/4. It'll be interesting to see what Urza's Saga looks for on the following turn. Are we gonna try and blow up this frog now? Maybe not.
Start rain, not ponder.
Oh yeah.
I can do this. Hey, you do your thing.
Oh.
Not sure what that die is indicating. Urza's Saga will float a mana.
Targeting.
Yeah.
Cards.
Okay, just construct power and toughness. Fair enough. It's about to change. Adam looking through the deck now for stuff to do with Saga. Soul Guide Lantern looks like is found. Something.
Yeah. Soul that is. Draw's good?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thinking about this,
Yeah.
So 5/5 construct, 1 mana floating. What are we doing here?
Yep. 2.
Yep.
Use 2 of the floating to play painter.
Painter Servant, still 1 mana floating. Uh-oh.
Should be fine. It's on the stack.
On the stack, Painter, Dark Ritual.
Is it power?
Sack a clue, 1 black floating.
There's some blue.
Naming blue.
And activate one of the grindstones.
I was in the tank about which one I was like.
Okay, Grindstone Painter combo ends game 2. Adam gets it. Moving on to game 3. So both players have had their chance to combo so far in this match. That's Oracle for Audrey. Painter Grindstone for Adam.
Like 5 black. Yeah, there's also. And 1 mana.
You'd have to kill on the same turn.
Yeah, I could have. So 16? Not with but it was a little because I didn't know.
I also could have just grinded you somewhere in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I could have made like 3.
Mark, thank you for the sub. 3 months. This Grindstone card seems good, huh? Yeah, there's a chance that Grindstone will be on the watch list. The watch list. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. According to my spreadsheet, the Grindstone should be banned.
Yeah, I guess so.
Think about the play patterns. Have you thought about that? All right, players are drawing up hands here for game 3. Some people have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Looks like multiple copies of Versus Saga, some Simian Spirit Guides, Grindstone, and Painter in Adam's hand. That seems scary.
3.
Audrey says, what's worse, Chris? Talk with your opponent about how you sideboarded or all the piles you could have made that win the game. You know what? I don't do the small talk between or after games of Magic the Gathering. I just tend to get up and walk away. All right, here's Tamio on turn 1.
Token feature. Oh, sorry, I was halfway through. So that was that much.
People ask me sometimes, what did you sideboard? Not right now. I just get up and leave. There's just no time for that. Gotta prepare for the next round.
Oh, I wore that card out. Never mind.
All right, here's a mountain. Grindstone. Okay.
Oh, you want to cut? Or?
Roland, absolutely right. Roland in the chat says, talk to the hand, the face don't understand. Roland coming in hot in the chat. Roland also with a moderator badge. Keep an eye on these people, Roland. If anybody says anything a little bit too iffy, just get them out of here. Audrey says, "Oh God, I remember how this match went." Okay, don't say any more. Doomsday, resolving.
I'll pass. Actually,
So Doomsday resolving. Grindstone is on the table. This could get interesting, actually.
17. Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying.
As I mentioned I think it was game 2, Grindstone after a Doomsday has resolved makes a tricky situation. If they activate Grindstone, they can mill you at a time that you don't want to be milled, let's say. Tricky.
You gotta clench a little bit when you brainstorm.
Yeah, 2.
Sounds like people are laughing in the background. Did you hear that? Who was that? Was that Jess Guy John?
You were crazy. That's wild.
Sounds like Jess Guy John is cackling in the background. What's so funny, Jess Guy John?
You're making my life very difficult.
So trying to build a pile here, knowing that Grindstone is on the battlefield, quite tricky. You also have to think about cards, as Audrey said in the chat, like Pyroblast or Red Blast. Or whatever other disruption could be available. Yeah, this is a serious Magic tournament, so I'm not really sure why people are laughing.
No one has to go to 2. Now they can.
You know, you're 4, 3.
It's not a May.
3.
This I'll give you. I'll give you that.
Draw? Yep.
Go.
Have a second on.
Yeah, Roland finding the cackle very distracting. Yeah. Maybe, what do you think of the odds of this, chat? We show up to a Magic tournament and Roland's on Doomsday. Will that ever happen? Like, is that possible? Or is that never going to happen ever? What are people's feelings on that? Like, what if Roland just plays Doomsday?
With the block and the stack?
That'd be crazy.
All right, now, draw.
Oh, better draw.
Change it. That's the regular one.
Still with the block and the stack, 4 damage.
Okay, the pile has finished. got a little bit of a look at it here. Consider Cavern of Souls, Edge of Autumn is in there, and we couldn't see the top, but that's okay. Get the idea. Roland feeling called out about deck range. It's okay, Roland. It's okay. This is a long time ago now, but I've played a match against Roland Cheng, and Roland resolved Illusionary Mask against me. So that's something to think about.
Upkeep.
So this is 5, 6, 7. Correct.
If you're ever worried about Roland's range, just think about Illusionary Mask in Legacy. But this, I think, was in the before times, before Universes Beyond. Back when... I get emotional thinking about it, but back when Magic was good.
Not great.
Now we hate it.
You've done too much laughing.
Huh? I know.
All right, Adam taking a moment here to look through the deck, trying to figure out what's in the pile. All makes sense. These Doomsdays take a little bit of time to resolve, and then the opponent taking a look through the deck takes a moment to resolve. All right, here's Ponder resolving. Going to take a look at the top of the 3 cards of the 5-card deck, put one of them in hand. And I think a gesture to pass the turn now. So Adam will get another turn. 4 cards left in the library. This is going to be interesting.
So you know what I'm playing nowadays? What? I think like from so.
Playing City of Traders. Okay.
Painter? Sure. Black?
Painter and then activate Grindstone. Is there any way? That is the match. Adam with an epic ending of Grindstone Painter combo using 2 Simian Spirit Guides. Robbery, Hype Train Conductor Scott says. Robbery. GG's. That was excellent. Wow. Amazing. Wow. Reminder, we will be live again tomorrow. Be here, same place, same time tomorrow for more Legacy action. I mean, is it really that exciting? I don't know. But we will be live again tomorrow for our usual weekly Legacy stream. Check out the Eternal Durdles podcast for the thoughts on the upcoming ban announcement. I was on there along with some other of your favorite YouTubers, podcasters, personalities, all of it. Some of my friends were on there, like Eric Rakowski, David Marchese. Shout out to Phil Bleckman and Zach Clark. Thanks for inviting me on for that. What else is there to say? I think that kind of wraps up that situation. Stick around for a raid, everybody. We'll be live again tomorrow. Join the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you'll get some channel points for sticking around for the raid. And, yeah, I'll be back in 24 hours. See you there. Peace out.